My name is Nick. What's your name?
Drew.
Chris.
None of us are beer professionals or beer critics. Each of us is kind of a unique beer drinker. I'm kind of a light to moderate. You're sort of a heavier.
I like to drink a little more than some people.
You drink, but you have kind of a unique feature. You want to share with them what that is?
I guess, I mean, it's unique to you guys, but it's not unique to me because I've been this way my entire life, but actually don't have any sense of smell, and that actually really affects my taste, where I really don't have a sense of taste either. But I do enjoy the occasional cold one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Whenever we do these reviews, we haven't gotten any input from other beer review places or blogs or anything like that. So we're kind of flying just straight into it. And today we have, what is this? Sweetwater Road Trip Catch and Release Seasonal.
Bikini season.
This is kind of like, I mean, it's called road trip. This is kind of like a road trip in itself, because we don't know what to expect.
We don't know where we're going. We might get lost on the trip and everything.
Right.
Now, I don't know if the smoke makes a difference, but there is a little bit seeping out of there, so
I don't see too much. Yeah, I do see smoke.
Drew is wasting no time with his.
I didn't know
just
what we were
gonna
supposed to do, I guess.
some water in my cup.
Okay.
It's kind of a yellowy color.
I'm gonna hold
So
it
it
up
looks
to the
kinda
light
yellow,
so I can see
right?
it as oh, and lots of smoke.
Some foam on my nose.
It looks fizzy. It looks really fizzy. Like, even when I hold the bottle up to the light, I can see lots of bubbles going up to the top.
If you kind of, I have a feeling it's probably pretty thick in there.
When I stick my finger in it, right there is where my finger touches the liquid.
So it's about a knuckle and a half.
It's, if you can see that.
Okay.
Right
Yeah.
there.
So, all right.
It's a pretty good amount of.
The smell kind of maybe has I can smell some hops what are traditionally considered hops, kind of the bitter, piney sap smell.
I don't.
It also has like
I don't know why I'm
it has like a very like flowery taste to it, kind of in the finish, like I don't want to say potpourri, but like rosemary or something, just kind of hanging on the tail.
Well,
First, it tastes kind of, it has like an IPA type thing going for it, and then it just kind of changes after you don't have it in your mouth anymore.
You got all that
lingering flavor.
all
You got all that really
that
quick.
was a quick. Yeah, you're still working on that apparently. And
Well,
up here,
that's
not
the good
here.
That's the good part about it, is that the flavor still is lingering, and it's one of those that doesn't sit too heavy on the stomach. Maybe a little burpy, of course, but that's just because it's kind of richer. It's a richer,
So yeah,
richer beverage.
Maybe I don't know. I mean, it has a beer smell. Yeah, it's a very yellow, kind of a yellow, almost like a pea. It's a pea color, sort of.
It's from The Simpsons.
Oh, that's extra fizzy.
It's just foam.
That is a lot.
That was just foam.
Of fizz.
It kind of gives you a little bit of a burpy feel, kind of, where you're like, or like if you
Like
eat like
gas.
a good, well, like if you eat a good sandwich from Subway, you scarf it down, you go,
The finish kind of like when I
happy birthday.
when I do this, like I can still kind of taste it in the back of my throat.
It's really cold.
Yeah.
It's really cold. Cold.
These were
really cold.
actually purchased out of the refrigerated section at the grocery store, and then they went into my fridge, and then they
okay.
immediately went into a cup that I keep in the freezer.
And that's what blows my mind about places like Target. If you notice, they've been selling beer in 6-packs and 12 packs, 24 packs of like Natty Light and stuff like that, and they don't have it in the refrigerated section.
So you can't crack it open right out of the store.
You have to wait.
If you were drinking this beer, what do you think would be a good snack for it?
Well, actually brought some of these. I knew we were drinking. I like to just have a snack, so just got some little hot dogs.
You're drinking.
Vienna sausages.
You're eating Vienna sausages with your beer.
Are they actual Vienna? Yeah.
And I can actually smell those right now, so I'm just gonna drink my beer.
Really?
Reminds me of the time when I was about 16 and went out with a girl that I had a class with, and she dropped the class later, but she got in my car and we were gonna go see Saw, the first Saw movie, and she said, "Your car smells like Vienna sausages." That's what
disgusting.
she said, and didn't talk much after that. But
Do they smell bad?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they're terrible taste-wise, but yeah, it smells a little rank.
I mean, you're just eating raw hot dogs that are sitting in water. Not that you would know, but it smells like canned dog food.
I don't know. Kind of the best you can do.
I can still smell that. When a blind person goes blind, they have like bat hearing, like they can echolocate, but
It's a sonar.
and stuff, and
Sonar
tap their
kinda.
foot. As somebody who has no sense of taste or smell, have your other senses become heightened at all? Obviously, you mentioned that you could really feel the fizz and the cold. Do you think that's a testament to maybe enhanced sense of touch? When I touch this, it's sort of cold. You know, it's a little bit cold. But for example, like.
Yeah. That.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. If you guys could pick an event or a place where you would want to drink this the most, what would it be?
I don't know. You know, I hate to be cliche here.
I would say a wedding.
I was.
Like a wet bar at the wedding.
I'm going with what the bottle suggests. This would be a great road trip beer. Something spontaneous. You know, if you want, if you think it's going to get a little crazy on the road, you don't know what's going to happen. You're with your buds.
What about you? Where would you drink this?
Probably my apartment or something. Truth, you don't play
Just at home, so you just drink it at home.
Yeah, I like to play some Call of Duty or like.
You kind of been spending a lot of time at home, but I mean, like if we go out on a road trip and we ask you to go, which I mean, you wanna come?
You're interested?
Probably, I guess. Like,
so scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this and why?
I would give it 8.5, between 8 and 9. A pretty flavorful beer. Just one of those. It kind of has like the bitterness, potpourri-ish, but not too harsh. And even when you're done with it, you still taste it afterwards, and that's the really important thing about a beer is that you can taste it afterwards, and it doesn't taste like stomach bile.
So the aftertaste is what gives it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I think I'm gonna have to give it a 6.5, just because maybe a 6, sometime between a 6 or a 7. I think maybe I've had it at a wedding before, which is why I thought that it would be good to drink at a wedding, or I've had one that tastes a lot like this at a wedding. So
at first, when I first tasted it, I would probably give it like an 8.5, maybe like an A- on the scale. As we've sat here talking about it, and as I've drank, it's gotten warmer. And I like my beers really cold. I like the cold beer experience, and as it's gotten warmer, I'd say now it's more like a 6.
So as it gets warmer, I guess your rating technically goes down.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So next time what we'll do is we'll have you give your rating at the beginning of the video.
Never thought about that.
And we'll use that kind of as your standard. That way it won't continually slide down that scale as the temperature goes up.
I'll go on the record a lot quicker.
Okay, so
I like the cold.
but what would you say it was? Maybe 6 or so?
Now it's more like a 5.5.
Still climbing down. Okay.
It's still getting warmer.
So 8.5, 6.5, and a 5.5.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. This was Sweetwater Road Trip Ale, Catch and Release Seasonal, Bikini Season. Go get a 6-pack of it and take a road trip with it, I guess.
You guys have a good night.
From the ATL.
Keep drinking. Is that, I guess.